Today's coaster review is Phobia Phear at Lake Compounce. This is one of four Skyrocket 2 models in the United States. The other ones being Tempesto at Busch Gardens Williamsburg, Superman Ultimate Flight at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, and Electric Eel at SeaWorld San Diego. And this coaster is so much fun. I really like this coaster. I'm gonna go with that in the bit review. Now, this is the only one of its kind in the northeastern part of the United States, and definitely New England. Is the only launch coaster in New England too. There have been rumors that both Six Flags New England and Canby Lake Park are rumored to get launch coasters in the next couple of years. That is what I heard. Lake Compounce is rumored to get like a Premier Rides thing, and and Canby Lake Park is rumored to get like a motorbike launch coaster or something like Steeplechase at Coney Island. So this is my Phobia Phear coaster review. We're gonna go through ride experience, theming, queue line stats, smoothness, restraints, and other factors. So let's go through the stats. So as you can see, this Phobia Phear is located at Lake Compounce in Bristol, Connecticut. Bristol, Connecticut is where ESPN is. That's like a sports television worldwide. It's actually right across from Lake Compounce. Manufactured by Premier Rides. It's a steel launch coaster. It's only two that I've ridden. I only ridden two. It's King Dakar and this one. Height 150 feet, speed 62 miles per hour. There's only one inversion, and it opened last year. So let's get through the queue line and stuff like that. So as you can tell by the queue line, there's lots of theming. Now, right off the top of my head, I forgot what like the queue line and stuff is. I don't remember much about the queue line on this coaster. But this coaster is themed to fears of what you're afraid at and stuff like that. So that's what this coaster is themed to, and this is a very fun coaster. But I heard some things about that it's like I heard some station like ho 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 like laughing and stuff like that. There's like all these fears in the theming in the queue line and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And then let's do now station. Now when you just go through that launch, they just say now they say get ready as you experience your worst fears on phobia. That's what they say when you just go right out of the station. It's really cool too. So, um, it fits in with the theming. There's some other theming like in the station too of this coaster. So, next up, I want to talk about restraints. Now, restraints, I'm kind of not too crazy about the restraints. It does have a lap bar, and I heard and it is probably one of the better Skyrocket 2 models out there. But the restraints, the chairs are comfortable, but the lap bars I'm a little concerned about. It doesn't have a seatbelt at all. So, I'm wondering that inversion is going to be some type of concern or nerve wracking. Like, this coaster only has a lap bar, and you have to, like, tighten it. Like, if you're, like, big or, like, fat, I rather not recommend experiencing this coaster because you have to make it go into your legs as tight as you can. It's really because you because of that slow motion inversion, you have to make it as tight as possible um to go in to like in your legs or in your groin. So you have to make it as tight as possible to like go into your groin. Um so if you're like big, I rather not recommend experiencing this because it just only has a lap bar. It doesn't have any seat belts, but a lap bar is fine. Um, it's not like And I'm glad it doesn't have over your shoulder restraints like what Tempesto and Superman Ultimate Flight has. I'm so glad they don't have that. I'm glad it just has a lap bar. But seriously, I think they should maybe add a seatbelt on this coaster just because that slow motion inversion. That's my opinion. They should add a seatbelt. There is no seatbelt on the coaster. Um, the restraints, I think, is a little bit more concerning on this coaster. Next, we have smoothness. Now, here's the thing. This coaster is very, very smooth. Like, I can't even feel the track on this coaster. It just feels like in an airplane. Like, it's really smooth. If I compare which one's better out of this and King Ka, which are the only two launch coasters that I've rated, Phobia Phear coaster, I feel like, is the better one. Very smooth, very fun, very smooth. I do not feel any rattly shakiness, bumpiness, or roughness. It's really smooth. Love it a lot. And this is a coaster I think you should ride, must experiencing more than one time. It's really fun. I really like it. Smooth and stuff like that. Um, when I go to the park, I usually ride it like twice or three times. It's just really smooth. I just really like it. Um, really smooth. King Ka is rough. This one is smooth, and it because maybe it's because those lap bars. If it was, I heard people say Tempesto and Superman Ultimate Flight could get a little rough. Um, but I'm not sure about that. If Tempesto or Superman has is rough. But I think the lap bars do make it smooth. Um, maybe the over your shoulder restraints on both Tempesto and Superman Ultimate Flight have have roughness because of the over your shoulder restraint. Um, so yeah, but I have not ridden both of those coasters, so I don't know how the experiences are. So now let's get into ride experience. So first up, you first start with a launch, go back again, and then back again. You first start with a launch, you end up halfway, go back in the station, follow my mouse. You can go back up here, and then you go twistiness, and then go right here. And this is the slow motion inversion. I'm really concerned about that. I think it should have seatbelts. But the chairs are super comfortable. Like the chairs are on this coaster, the seats are just super comfortable. And then you go this twist. Now this part you do not go upside down. It's something like think of like Hollywood Riptide Rocket or Gale Force at Plans Castaway. Think about those coasters. Then you go twistiness, back up again, and that's it. So, what score am I gonna give this one? This coaster is so much fun. So that's the ride experience. So now let's talk about the score. What am I gonna be giving this one? I'm gonna be giving this one a 9. Phobia Fair Coaster is so much fun. I recommend experiencing it more than once. Smooth, it has comfortable chairs, comfortable restraints. The only problem I do have concern, I think, are this. It just only has a lap bar. I wish it had a seatbelt too because of that slow motion inversion that is on the top of the coaster and it's really slow. So I really wanted to get seatbelts the next couple years. But it's smooth. It's so much fun. Out. Really fun. The twistiness are so much fun. I even like this coaster better than King Ka. It's so much fun. So I like to hear from you. I like to hear from you. If you have been on this coaster, please. If you have been on this coaster, um, what are your thoughts on it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? And if not, and then if you do, please tell me what are your thoughts on this. And stay tuned for more Coaster Box updates as well. All right, I'll see you guys. All right, I'll see you guys soon.